Hi guys, and welcome to Let the People Know. I'm on location today back at Marian Catholic High School in Tamaqua, Pennsylvania. If you hear some chattering behind us, we have a live audience today. The volleyball team is here and they're enjoying some refreshments in the cafeteria. Today we're going to learn about the Student Council opportunities here at the school, and I have all of the officers joining us, and then later we're going to learn about FBLA and what that's all about and how students can get involved in this community here in Marian. And Thomas Betterly is the president, and we also have Andrea Pakaitis. She's the secretary. So guys, thanks for having me on and being on some television with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so are you a little nervous or no?
No, I think I'm good
All
now.
right, she's good to go. Okay, so let's talk about Student Council and how students can get involved here at Marian. You've been very active all your 4 years here. You have to be a senior, right, to be an officer on Student Council.
Correct.
And so tell us a little bit about your background first, where you're from and all that fun stuff.
Okay, so like you said, my name is Thomas Betterly. I'm from Hazleton area, and I'm a senior at Marian Catholic High School. I've been to the school all 4 years, and like you said, I've been a member of the Student Council for all 4 years. I really enjoyed being a part because it's beginning your leadership and helping the school along. So I really felt like it helped me develop as a person through my leadership and everything else.
So you're not only involved in Student Council, there are many things that you're involved with. So tell us about some of the things that you're involved with.
So there's many different activities around the school. FBLA, like you mentioned before, the Future Business Leaders of America, Student Council, the National Honor Society, Green Club, just a bunch of different really good extracurricular activities to keep the students well-rounded.
All right, and does that keep you involved with like meeting people when you first get to the school?
Oh, definitely. I think that's a great way to meet new people and get a head start on your social career at Marian.
All right, very good. And Andrea, I should say, tell us about your background, where you're from.
I'm from Trinidad, Pennsylvania, and well, we're all from Pennsylvania. Okay. So I'm from Trinity Academy. There's not a lot of kids from Trinity that go to Marian, so it's about a half-hour drive for here. And I'm involved in FBLA. I'm also the secretary for FBLA as well. And
how did you guys decide to become involved in Student Council? What is the meaning behind Student Council?
So Student Council, to me, Student Council is a really great way to get involved and start to get in the administration of the school. As us, the 4 officers, we will help with the administration through doing the daily announcements. We help with the attendance and all the lunch. They have some logistical things that they have to go through. So it's just, we're like an assistant to helping the school go smoothly.
Okay, what does that teach you as far as how the school operates, or what has that taught you outside of the classroom?
I believe it's I really like to talk about leadership, because getting yourself involved and being more well-rounded, it makes everything just a little bit easier. It makes everything come easier, and it gives you a step above. And
maybe it even helps you understand why administration does the things it does for the school?
Yeah, you get an insight into their daily life. I mean, it's really just a glimpse, but it's a good experience.
And what has your experience been as far as educating the public about how Student Council has helped you, coming from a small feeder school, fit in here to the Marian family? So
I was always really involved in my feeder school, and Student Council was always a big thing. I really liked it. And just to be able to come here and I'm in a whole different crowd of people now, and all my friends are different. And with Student Council, I'm the same person. So it all depends on who you are and your ability to make an impact. Okay, so if someone was looking at a school to go to, what would your recommendation be? What kind of advice can you give a parent or even a student who, again, might not know a lot of students coming into the school? Maybe they live 45 minutes away from the school, but at our school we have actually students who come here from maybe even an hour away. So what would your advice be to them? Definitely come here, get involved, and it's really a great place, honestly. I go a half hour every day, back and forth. And for kids, that's not a lot, but for other kids, they're here for an hour drive, like you said. But it's really worth it, honestly. I'm such a much better person now. and it just like makes you, like Tom said, well-rounded.
Okay. And what about the environment here? Like, how's the environment of a Marian Catholic as opposed to maybe another school?
I think that it's a really friendly and safe environment, that the teachers are they're ready to give a hand if you ever need help, and the students, it's really easy to get along with many people. Just like the first day of school, everyone's all shaky because you don't know anybody, but I really feel like the school really prepares you to make new friends, meet new people, that those connections could help you out in your future too.
And you're the people that students can go to if they have concerns, or maybe they're freshmen and they have questions, or they need, someone around them to guide them as far as the uniforms and, the first week of school, and helping them through all the events that you guys actually help that take part here throughout the school year. So guys, thanks for joining us. I know we have 2 other officers that are going to join us here, and they're going to tell us about all of the events that you guys help kick off here at Marian Catholic High School.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be right back. You're watching Let the People Know on SSP TV. Welcome back. You're watching Let the People Know right here on SSP TV. I'm here at Marian Catholic High School. As you can see, we have a live audience. We have the volleyball team in the house. They are getting ready for their games, so they're having some refreshments. And we also tape all of our shows here in the cafeteria. So this is our little TV stage that we use. So I'm happy to be talking with Student Council and the Future Business Leaders of America, that's FBLA. They come later in the program. You heard from Thomas Betterly and also Andrea Pakaitis. They are the President and Secretary Officers of Student Council. Now I have Jonathan Bonomo with me. Yes. And Allison Analowski. So thanks for joining us here on Let the People Know. We're glad to be on the school grounds again, talking with you guys about what you do here and the activities that you participate in. Now, Jonathan is the VP.
Yes.
So your responsibilities include?
Well, mostly advising duties. I'm basically on call.
Okay.
For whatever they need me to do, I can do it, because being vice president, your responsibilities include pretty much just being an assistant to the president, being available.
Okay. And your role as treasurer?
I have to keep track of all the money for fundraisers and that, but I also help organize a lot of activities that we do for Student Council.
All right, so what is your background? What feeder school did you come from, and have you been here all 4 years?
I used to go to Holy Family before I came here.
Okay.
And I've been here all 4 years.
Okay, and what has your experience been like?
My experience here has been great. Everyone's always so nice and welcoming, and it's so nice to be in like a tight-knit community, especially coming from a small school like Holy Family.
Very good. And Jonathan?
I also went to Holy Family from kindergarten to 8th grade.
Okay.
So it was I sort of had a similar experience, going from a smaller atmosphere to a slightly larger atmosphere, but compared to most other high schools, it's definitely different.
What do you like most?
I'd say the thing I do like most about Marian is probably how familiar everything feels. It's kind of cliched, but we really are tight-knit, especially with just how people interact. Mostly everyone here is extremely accommodating, especially teachers. There's some teachers that you could just talk to, and I don't think that's something a lot of other students in other schools get to experience.
We have no really major, knock on wood, safety issues, right? You feel like you're in a safe environment?
I definitely feel very safe here, and administration's always looking out for you and making sure of that also.
So you said that you deal with the money here. So is that something like that you want to do in your future? Do you want to do something that revolves around, money, or is that just a position that you did for Student Council?
I like math, so that is something I'd be interested in the future, but I also wanted to do this position for Student Council.
Okay, so leadership positions, is that why you guys took this on?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
You participate in a lot of these activities throughout the school year, basically the behind the scenes and scheduling of the events that happen here. So talk about some of those things that happen year round here at Marian.
well. Do you want to talk about the general and I could go into
Sure.
specifics?
Okay. Well, I know in the beginning of the year we plan a lot for freshman orientation. We want to make sure the students feel welcome and have a lot of fun, so we plan for that over the summer. And then Spirit Week's a big thing here. So before the homecoming game, that whole week we always plan fun activities for the student body. And then we have, in the winter, we have Catholic Schools Week and our semi-formal dance. And in the spring we have prom. And throughout the summer we have different events too, like the Marian picnic.
Definitely. We just got finished with our Spirit Week, which was pretty successful. One thing that's definitely changed from other years was that we put a lot of effort into Spirit Week this year. It took the whole Student Council, but we came out with a list of ideas, and we really made sure each day was something that you didn't want to miss school for. For example, we had a powder puff game, we had a dodgeball tournament. We just had all sorts of fun activities that really emphasized why it's Spirit Week. So I was told by one of the teachers that it was probably the greatest Spirit Week in Marian Catholic history. So
There, you don't want to brag,
yeah,
but
I'm not bragging, but it was kind of our responsibility.
that's good. How many students are involved with Student Council, and can you be in any grade?
We have, well, the school officers are seniors, as you know. There's 4 of us, then there's 4 class officers, and it goes down the line. Currently, we don't have freshmen appointed yet because we'll do that later by the end of the year when they have elections. But we also include homeroom representatives as a part of Student Council. So I know I was a homeroom rep, and that's if you don't want to win a bigger election, you could run for homeroom representative, and I think that's a way to get different perspectives on things because you get kids that might not have usually been involved in Student Council.
So overall, the importance of Student Council is what to your school?
You get to lead your school a lot, so you're representing your school, and you get to plan a lot of activities together and make the school the best place you can make it.
Very good. Well, thanks, guys. Well spoken today here at Marian Catholic High School. Coming up next, we're going to hear from the students involved with the FBLA, Future Business Leaders of America. Well, by the magic of television, we are in new outfits, and I have new students with me. If you're just joining us, earlier in the program, we spoke to students of Student Council, and now we are going to learn about another group here, and it's called FBLA. I'm joined with 3 students. We have Maxwell Schwabe, and we have Alex Kabishin, and we have Gavin Verkuski. And guys, thanks for joining us here on Let the People Know.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
All right, so I introduced you already, but tell us your title with FBLA, a little bit about yourselves, and what year you are here at Marian.
My name is Maxwell Schwabe. I am a junior here at Marian Catholic High School in Tamaqua, Pennsylvania. I serve as the chapter president. I also serve on the state officer team, and I serve on a national council for the Eastern Region vice president.
That's it. Is that all you do with the FBLA?
Just a little bit.
Okay.
My name's Gavin Verkuski. I'm also a junior, and I'm the vice president of FBLA at Marian.
My name is Alex Kabishin. I'm a senior here at Marian, and I am the treasurer of FBLA here at Marian.
All right, so if those at home watching don't know what FBLA stands for, what is FBLA?
FBLA stands for Future Business Leaders of America, and it is the largest student-run CTSO in the nation. It has about 198,000 members. FBLA members, which can be anybody from 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, or 11th grade. A lot of schools have it. If they don't have it, you can get involved in Pennsylvania's virtual chapter, and they compete in around 70 competitive events. They get to go to conferences, workshops, and learn all about business to help them prepare themselves for the future within business.
And why did you decide to get involved?
I decided to get involved because I'm interested in business, like as a career in college, and this is just a stepping stone to get into it more. And there's a lot of opportunities to learn more about business through this club.
Okay. Gavin, how long have you been involved with FBLA, and how does it change year to year for you?
So I started my freshman year, and that was just more, I did it, but I wasn't that involved. And then sophomore year, I was an officer, and I went to like the state conference and the state workshop, and that really made it a lot better because the workshops are a great way to meet new people and really really be involved in this club.
Okay. Alex?
As far as what Gavin just said, the last point he made was meet new people. And I feel that's very important to network and get your name out there. That's a big reason why I joined, because I'm interested in business after high school and after college. So I feel like if I could get my name out there early on and create relationships with other people, it'll be easier for me as time goes on.
Yeah, put that on the resume, right?
Absolutely.
Everything helps with that. I tell my college kids that I teach at King's College, and I tell them network, network, network is the name of the game. So again, we're here at Marian Catholic High School. We heard from the students from Student Council. The officers were with us. Now we are talking with the students of FBLA. We're giving you an inside look inside Marian Catholic High School here in Tamaqua, Pennsylvania. Now we are missing one student with FBLA, but she did join us earlier. We had Andrea Pakaitis with us, and she is also involved in FBLA. When we come right back here on SSP TV, more with the students of Marian Catholic High School. We're going to dig in deeper to some of the events that they participate in. Welcome back. You're watching Let the People Know here on SSP TV. It's a series at Marian Catholic High School, and we hope you're learning a little bit more about this private Catholic high school. A lot of opportunity for the students. Why choose Marian? We've been telling you about specific events that go on here, and today's show focuses on Student Council and also FBLA, and I'm here with three of the students participating in FBLA. We have Maxwell Schwabe, we have Gavin Verkuski, and we have Alex Kabishin. And guys, thanks for being with us. We are missing Andrea Pakaitis, but she was on earlier, so we want to give her props too for being part of FBLA. So we explained what FBLA is before the break, but now we want to go into exactly what you're actually doing with this club, because this is something that you really, you're active not only on a regional level, but then on a state level. So Max, let's start off with what's coming up first, and that's the State Leaders Workshop. What is that all about?
Yeah, the State Leadership Workshop takes place at Kalahari, Pennsylvania. It's in Mount Pocono area, and we're sending 8 kids from Marian this year. We're really excited about that. Those kids will be able to listen in on numerous workshops. Numerous speakers are coming. Team Tri sends a really good, enthusiastic team. They tell kids how you can lead your chapters to success, what events you can get involved in. And then there's some fun things. We'll have a basket auction there that will benefit the American Heart Association, our state project this year. We'll have a charity walk, and then of course the awesome water park will be there that we'll spend some time in on Sunday evening.
Yeah, work hard, right? Play harder.
It's a great 2-day organization.
Very good.
Workshop.
Now, who decides who actually goes? Because you said this year we have 8 students representing.
Yeah, the workshop, it was first come, first served basis this year. Anybody's welcome to go, but we wanted to limit it because it's nothing really that crazy. It's just a little bit, and we're sending our chapter officers and a few others who we think are really good in the organization and can really help it in the future.
Okay, and then Gavin, talk about the regionals. That's coming up then later after you guys are prepared for the workshop. You go to a regional, it's a competition.
Yeah, later on in the year we go to a regional conference at Susquehanna University, and that's really where the major, where the competitive events happen, and there's a lot to choose from, and you could either take an online test or you could do a performance event there. And then if you compete well enough, you could qualify to go to the State Leadership Conference, which is even later in the year. And it's like a 4-day stay in Hershey type thing.
Oh, nice. So when you say compete, what exactly are you doing?
Well, previously I did online tests, and I did Introduction to FBLA, which I took a 100-question test about FBLA as a whole, and I qualified to go to states last year. And then at states you could compete and try to go to nationals, which I know Max won. He did a performance event. He came in 8th, and then also Thomas Betterly came in, I think, 4th, and he qualified to go to nationals, which is even the next step.
When you say performance, what exactly did you do?
A performance event, I did Introduction to Business Presentation, and that talks about, mine was based off of Giving Tuesday last year, so I had to put together performance, follow the guidelines that FBLA gives you and the specific topic they give you. Everybody's will be the same that does that event. There's numerous ones, and you get up in front of judges at states, and you compete, and they're open. And my room was packed last year. It was really nerve-wracking because I wasn't expecting all those kids to be there, and then I was really excited when I made it to the final round, and it was like at like 8 a.m. the next morning I had to get up and do the same presentation over again. And it's really, really cool because a ton of different events, ton of people you get to meet when you're doing those events, and you just have a good time.
All right, so after regionals come states.
Yes, states is about a 4-day stay in Hershey, Pennsylvania, where all the people who qualified to make it from regionals go, and they could take their online test or their performance test, and depending on how well they do, if they place within top 4, they make it to nationals. And this is in Hershey, like I said, and it is at the Hershey Lodge.
Okay.
However, this year, since there's so many people that are going to be there, it's going to be the opening session and the closing session are going to be at the Giant Center. And another aspect of states is people running for state office. And Max right here ran for state reporter this year, and he won. And I was involved in his campaigning. And it's just a great opportunity for everyone to learn a little bit about everyone else and different things.
How do you think this is going to help you with college? Because you're doing a lot of the work that I hear college students are doing. I know in my class I teach public speaking, and they are doing projects and they have to follow an outline and a rubric. So how do you feel this FBLA is going to prepare you for college?
Me personally, it's not just the students I meet. I make a lot of connections with people that come to the workshops to give presentations. There's always booths set up, so I speak with people from Men's Warehouse. I speak with people from colleges, and those connections are the ones that really I benefit from because I get to meet people, I get to learn about their colleges, and they always give me a business card, you know, if you ever need anything, contact me. And I think that big network with the older generation really can help us get into what we need in college, and definitely the business aspect, because business is almost involved in anything you do, and it really helps you network with people, talk to people, be yourself, and just excel in what you do. I think that Marian has everything that you would want in a high school. We might not have every single sport, but we have most of them, but we do have almost every single club, and if we don't have it, you can easily get involved with a different school's club, or you can probably start it here. It just has everything you want. There's a welcoming atmosphere, and it's just awesome being around your friends and pretty much your family, because my classmates have become my family in these past 3 years, and I'm just really excited for the future that Marian is offering me.
I think the amount of opportunities here that you don't get at big schools. I mean, big schools, they may have as many sports teams as you could think of, but to make those teams is very difficult. And at least at Marian, it's easier to not make them, but like you get more of an opportunity to do stuff like that, as well as with clubs, and even just like because there's less people, you actually know your teachers and your coaches, and on a more personal level, and it makes it better, more of a family atmosphere.
One thing that really means a lot to me here at Marian Catholic is that you're not just a number. People see you as a person, and they really care about you. They want to see you succeed, and through the faculty, staff, even all the students, they want to see you be the best person you could be and just thrive.
Very good. Well spoken, guys. Thank you. I wish you luck with FBLA and all of your other clubs that you're involved with here at Marian Catholic High School. Also, thank you to Thomas Betterly, Jonathan Bonomo, Andrea Pakaitis, and Allison Analowski, who joined us earlier on Let the People Know. Again, you're watching SSP TV. You can watch us on YouTube, you can watch us online, and you can watch us on cable in the Hazleton and Pottsville markets. We'll see you next time.